don't know if he's got one or not. Okay. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Gardner, does this game kind of show why it's important to kind of stick with things and be resilient, and that things weren't going well, but continue to kind of fight through and see the results today?
Exactly. This game was all about resiliency. You know, there was a time there where our defense was kind of struggling, and we were playing okay, and then it kind of flipped. And man, at the end, we both had to make big drives. You know, we had to make a big drive. They had to make a big stop. And yeah, I'd say that's something I'm super proud of this team for, is resiliency.
What did you see on the touchdown pass?
I saw one-on-one with a guy that's pretty much unguardable one-on-one. So I just gave him a chance, and he made it work.
Could you see him break free, or did you hear from the reaction of the crowd that he had open field in front of him?
Can I answer your questions? Is Leach given permission for that? Or?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, dude. Next week.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
Week, I got you. I'm sorry. Here we go. I'd rather have you mad at me than him, you know?
Same question for me, Gardner.
What was the question?
Your just watching Easop pull through that sequence of moves to.
Oh yeah, that's why. As soon as he called it, I kind of started running behind him, and then I just kept waiting on him to get tackled, and then I was waiting on him to get caught. He just never did. He's faster than he looks. That was a great play.
You talked a little bit about the frustration of the offense in the second half before that play. It seemed like you guys couldn't, what was ever working in the first half wasn't in the second half.
Yeah, it's all about our own execution. Now, I'm not taking anything away from them. They're a great team. They made a lot of plays. They're super disciplined, super well coached. But I was off on balls. I was making it hard for our guys to catch. And that just made things hard for us.
Easop, how were you able to get separation on that play, and what did you kind of see there in the coverage? What was the route they wanted to run, and kind of how to play out for you?
I mean, it was just avert. Practice all week, just winning our one-on-one matchups with teams that play heavy man. You know, that was just another play I had to win my one-on-one matchup, and Gardner threw a beautiful ball. They just kind of stacked the corner, and the rest was just playing ball after I caught it.
Yeah, just kind of a natural move there to juke the safety and kind of run back to the side of the
Yeah, it was all
moment.
just natural. I caught it.
How did it feel once you were about 30-yard line? You kind of felt like maybe nobody was going to catch you.
Just getting in the end zone. Just getting in the end zone. You know, the crowd was roaring and everything, but I just had to get in the end zone. All I seen in front of me, so I was just getting there.
Gardner, this is, I believe, your 5th game with 400 passing yards now. How does that feel to just continue to keep producing at such a high level?
More importantly, this is the 4th game we've won this year. Honestly, I don't care if I threw for no yards and we win. That's all I want to do. I just want to win games. You know, I feel like we had to rely on our passing game today to do it, and I was glad to help the team.
But you did throw for those yards against one of the top, I mean, if not the top passing defense, at least statistically in the nation. I mean, what does that say about your guys' passing offense if you're able to do that?
Yeah, well, first off, they're a great team, super well coached, and they were every bit of that best defense, and they were a tough opposition. But I think it should give us a lot of confidence that whenever we got stayed out of our own way, we moved the ball, as well as we wanted to, and then the times we didn't, we felt like we just kind of getting our own way.
Last one for Gardner.
Sunglasses, that partly inspired by Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I'm a big Fitzmagic guy. Yeah, he's a grinder, and he has a lot of swag. So that's what we're trying to do here.
You gonna try to grow a beard out like him?
No, that will take about 100 years. So
Let's go with Gardner.
appreciate it, guys.
Kyle, can you kind of talk about being able to throw the ball against them and have success a lot in the first half, and then can you also kind of talk about the last play mode that showed by offense's resiliency?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been working all week. We knew they were a man team, and they were going to pick and choose their matchups throughout the game. But we just had 10 guys doing their job essentially, and that's all it really takes to be a successful offense. Is if you think about it, there's so many other people that are part of the play, and we got guys like Sop to make plays, and Gardner to be shifty and resilient too. But we just we really preach hard work throughout the week, and that kind of came into our favor at the end of the game there.
Is it any sweeter getting the big win on homecoming? I mean, what does that just kind of mean to the community out here today?
It means a lot, especially to the fans who came out and supported. They're a huge part of our win, and we don't really think about streaks or anything like that, about like the home wins or anything. But it's nice to not let our fans down, especially on homecoming.
Last one for Kyle. Thanks, Kyle.
Sweet.
Okay, Peyton, Pelluer, and Easop, Winston.
Really, Peyton, you guys had a pretty tough competition with Zach Moss and Tyler Huntley. They guys kind of had your number in the first half. But what would you guys do to kind of better your effort in the second half and kind of flip the script?
No, I mean we knew coming in this game that we had to tackle low and tackle well and contain Huntley, and like you said, first half, yeah, we didn't quite do that, but we made shout out to our coaches for putting us in the right position in the second half. We made some key halftime adjustments, just little things here and there against certain formations, and we were able to kind of pick up the slack the second half.
Was there anything in some of those blitz packages that it seemed like in the second half you guys were actually getting to Huntley in those blitzes? Was there anything in particular? Was it better tackling or something schematically that happened?
Yeah, we started bringing a little more edge pressure on both sides of the ball, and we just like I said, we started to tackle a little bit better, and just played more together as a defense, and made key stops when we had to.
One more for Easop. Thanks, Up. Will Rogers on the left, Peyton Pelluer here.
Peyton, can you kind of describe what it's like to get that big of a sack, that big of a moment in the game?
Yeah, it's just a special feeling. Making a play like that, and then just hearing the crowd erupt. It's something you'll really remember for the rest of your life. But I was just thankful for the opportunity, for that call, and for those coaches to Coach Clay has put us in the right positions to make those kind of plays. And so my hat's off to the D staff and the rest of the defense for just giving me that opportunity.
Peyton, was there anything about their formation on that play? They shifted a tight end to the other side right before the snap. Did that help kind of open things up? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. It kind of left me one-on-one with the back, and so I knew that coming off the ball, Huntley likes to scramble upfield, and so I kind of jabbed running back in him inside, and then tried to attack his upfield shoulder and not let him escape. And I was just lucky enough, blessed to get my hands on him and bring him down.
Peyton. Question for both of you guys: how much did you guys feed off the crowd there, especially those last couple drives?
It was big, man. Protecting our home is one of our big things that we value in the locker room. So, the crowd coming out aggressive, hyped up, and we were just as hyped up as them, and we just rolled together.
Yeah, and you just feeding off the electricity of the crowd really gives you an advantage. I mean, it's a legit home field advantage once we get in those third and fourth downs. Just having the crowd at our back, so my hat's off to them, and shout out Coug Nation.
Peyton, with as many times that you've seen Utah now in your career here, where does this game rank?
I mean, last year we had 8 turnovers against them, and I don't think we had one tonight. So I mean, as great as this game was, we have higher standards on defense, and like I said, we made key plays when we had to, but not enough to separate us the way we wanted to throughout the game.
One more for Peyton.
Peyton, having been here so long, just getting that big homecoming win. I mean, what does that mean to you personally?
Oh, I mean, it's great, especially this year. I feel like we have a lot of my friends back, a lot of my family back for homecoming. So anytime you get these many people coming back just for this a single game, you have to put on, you have to show out, and get the win. So like I said, I love our fans, and I'm so appreciative that they came back and supported us.
Thank you, Peyton.
Appreciate it, guys.
Other questions for Will Rogers?
Will, earlier this week, Coach Leach said he kind of expected this game to be a brawl just because you guys are physical, they're physical. Did it kind of feel like a bloodbath out there today?
Yeah, just naturally on defense from Utah having such small splits, it was a lot more power game. Well, you couldn't use as much finesse, so just because that space wasn't there, so it's like you have to get into a guy, and it was a battle for 4 quarters.
How does it affect you guys not having Nambi out there? What changes and how do you guys kind of fill in for him today?
Oh yeah, Nambi's obviously a big piece, man. Senior guy, big leader, and but just like anyone else, you know, when we go down, it has to be a next man up mentality. Those guys behind Nambi, they've been working all fall camp, all spring ball, just like him, and I feel like they stepped up when they got their chance. In particular, Carson Block, you know, he had a really good game.
Can you also talk about adjusting to their RPO stuff and being able to better contain Tyler Huntley in the second half and shutting them down in the fourth quarter there?
Can you repeat that?
Just kind of adjusting to their run pass option stuff that they run, and they kind of gashed you guys in the first half, playing better in the second half, especially late in the fourth quarter there.
Well, honestly, it was just kind of us. I feel like we killed ourselves, and once we fixed that, things got better. If we just gotta just be us from the beginning, fill holes, tackle, wrap up, get them down in the backfield, things like that, and we'll be fine from beginning to end.
What were you doing earlier with him? Were you overrunning plays? What was happening?
Actually, it was a lot. You know, I haven't watched film yet, but from what I've seen, we missed a lot of tackles, including me myself. We've got to wrap up better. We got to run to the ball better, so if someone does miss a tackle, pursuing, and everybody's on there, 11 guys to the ball, we preach that. Stripping off the first tackle was a big thing too. We have to know that the first guy has to make the tackle, second guy comes in and strips. So.
What was your vantage point of the targeting call on Skyler, and then also how did Dion kind of fill in and step into that role after he left the game?
I didn't really see the replay on Skyler's deal. I was in the game at that point, so I really can't really speak on that much. But Dion came in and he did his job, man. He played really well. I think had a couple big hits, filling his holes. Yeah, the dude played well. Hats off to him.
Last one for Will.
What can you say about the effort of the defensive line, especially on that final drive, drawing that holding penalty, getting that to a 4th and 20, which kind of helped you guys seal the game off?
Yeah, man. Just playing hard for 4 quarters long, man. We rotate all game, so everybody should be fresh. And we know offensive linemen, they want to hold. They want you to come into them. And if we playing gaps, not guys, refs have to call a holding penalty sooner or later.
Here's good with Will.
Will